Okay, let's see. Oh, let's see if we can play some Star Sector. How's everybody doing? So I know I'm getting a pretty loyal following on YouTube. If you're following me on YouTube, please leave a comment below. Some of the stuff I'm working on with the shooter and the space trader, I would really like some feedback. And honestly, feedback of what you're seeing, tell me what you think about it, what you would like to see, what you don't like to see, is going to be more valuable to me than honestly purchasing my game, supporting me financially, because that will allow me to respond to my community. And that's going to be the essence of me going forward after I release games and get used to working for working for a community, is listening to their feedback and doing what they say. I won't be able to always do everything, of course. I'm not a magician, perfect, and all that fun stuff. But given what you see, just if you could make suggestions, criticisms, motivation, hey, I like this, that's cool. Anything you can say, comment away, please. Okay, thank you. And thanks for watching. So let's see if we can do some Star Sector. I really don't know what else that I really want to do as far as the missions and stuff, because the rest of it's just medium and higher as far as difficulty. So I'm thinking let's just go into a game and see what we do when we start a new game. Initializing domain ident chip. Okay. Sector age, young, average, old, mixed. Different constellations may have different ages. Cooler stars, fewer planets, less minerals, more habitable worlds. More balanced mix. Hotter stars, more planets, more mineral resources, fewer habitable worlds. Let's go with average. Let's go with average. I don't really know. So, sector size, normal, small. Let's go with normal. Iron mode. You can't quit without saving or load a save while still in game. In other words, no do-overs. Oh, that's permadeath. This is setting the games that tended to be played on, but since it's in alpha right now, use at your own risk. Generate a name. Oh, Jacob Wade, Lee Wheeler, Casey Demos, Monday Rogers. See if we can get one that I like. I don't know. Oberon Ganymede? Fine. Continue? Okay. Your most recent occupation was I gained 2,000 cents? Oh. I need some sense. Should have gotten some common sense instead of 2,000. No, I'm just kidding. Bounty Hunter commanding a Wolf-class frigate. A Scavenger commanding a Wayfarer class combat freighter. An explorer leading a salvage expedition from aboard an Apogee class cruiser. Faster start. A mercenary leading a small force from aboard a Hammerhead class destroyer. Faster start. A freelancer doing whatever jobs you've been able to find. Randomized start. Let's try the freelancer. Your most recent occupation was as a freelancer. Okay, select the campaign difficulty level. Easy is recommended for a first-time player. Oh, we're definitely going easy. Start with the tutorial, skip it. Let's start with the tutorial, even though I've done it. No, maybe, actually I think I did this a while ago when I first bought the game, but refresher on the tutorial is good. I did put bread in the oven, so I've got about 35 minutes before I have to take my bread out of the oven, and I'm going to enjoy some hot bread with butter and jelly. Butter and jelly. Welcome to the sector. Your fleet is in the middle of nowhere. And critically low on supplies. Oh, that's how you start. Okay. If you don't acquire more supplies, your fleet will suffer through a slow but ultimately fatal decline. Okay, alright, I'm with you. Your fleet held in reserve. Held in reserve? So what are these guys? I don't know. SS High Moon Mule Standard Combat Freighter ready for deployment. Centurion Heavy Assault Frigate ready for deployment. Combat readiness. Hull integrity. Deployment 0.7 CR per deployment. Peak performance. Deployment recovery. F1 for more info. Oh. Ready for deployment. Mud skipper. Civilian transport. Light tanker. Okay, you decide to continue. Fortunately, there's a debris field nearby. Move up into it and activate your scavenge ability to search it for useful cargo. Scavenging requires heavy machinery, but there is some in your cargo holds. Gained ability. Scavenge. Oh, it just gave me that ability? Make sure to take all of the supplies and any other valuable cargo, but feel free to leave the cheap and bulky metals behind. To get your fleet moving, click on an empty space in the direction you want to move. Okay, where's the salvage field? Right here? Oh, cool. So what do we do? How do we activate? 6 to start scavenging. Your fleet assumes a stable orbit relative to the debris field. The field appears stable and will not drift apart anytime soon. Long-range scans indicate it's likely something of value could be found inside. There are indications that what salvage is to be had may not be easy to get to, and there's significant risk involved in running a salvage operation. Assess. Crew and machinery required available. Required 80, available 92. Required 30, available 10. Scavenging effectiveness 33%. Base effectiveness, heavy machinery available. Salvaging skill for the crew available. Debris field density. The density of the debris field affects both the amount you decide to begin salvage operations. An accident during the operation has resulted in the loss of 4 crew and 4 heavy machinery. No! Oh, let's take all. There we go. So I take supplies, fuel, heavy machinery, 22 metals. Okay. So I just confirm and continue, that's it? So it looks like there's more just randomly around here. Let's go like over here. Can't I do more salvaging? Oh, it's the tutorial. Okay. I'm ready to just keep going. A pirate fleet is approaching. What? First, you'll spot it as a sensor contact, then as an unidentified fleet, and then, when it gets very close, you'll see its true colors. Oh. So, contact, unidentified fleet. Don't worry, the pirate ship is a shoddy rust bucket. And if you do lose, you can press F9 to quick load. Oh. Even so, combat can be expensive, especially if there's no bounty on the enemy you fight. Deploying ships into battle reduces their combat readiness, and recovering CR consumes supplies. Battle damage can cost even more supplies to repair. However, fighting is often necessary to survive. Wait for the pirate fleet to approach, then defeat them. Defeat them? Where are they approaching from? Oh, right over there. Open a comm link, move into engage, move into engage. You can select which ships to deploy at the beginning of each battle, and deploy reinforcements as the battle goes on. Deploying a ship reduces its combat readiness by a fixed amount. In addition, ships will begin to gradually lose combat readiness after their peak readiness time runs out. Recovering combat readiness takes time and consumes valuable supplies. Okay, that's cool. So, all deploy. Where are we at? Where are we at? Damage kinetic. Okay, 2. Did I miss? Get closer, get over there. I'm in the wrong ship. Yeah, let's head him off. The other guy got him. My other guy, thank God, because I can't maneuver this guy. What the heck? Okay. Your forces were able to gain a complete victory in the last engagement. I did nothing. Your forces were able to recover some combat readiness as they controlled the battle space and the engagement was limited. Relationship with the pirates reduced by 3, currently at negative 68 of 100. Salvage crews are able to recover 344 credits from CPU cores still active in the wreckage. Okay, oh, and we got some more stuff. Your fleet's supply consumption has just gone up. Recovering combat readiness used to deploy ships into battle costs supplies, as does repairing battle damage. To reduce supply use, repairs and CR recovery on ships can be suspended from the fleet screen. So what do we do? Resume all repairs? Character, fleet, refit, crew, cargo, map table, intel, command. I don't get it. Your fleet is running low on supplies. If it runs out, oh, it's just this what it just told me. To suspend any ongoing ship repairs. Oh, okay, so suspend all repairs. Since they look like they're all at 100. Okay. Now what does it say? Character? Skill points 2? Oh, we can put skill points in? Is it going to walk us through that or what? Combat, leadership, industry. 50% cargo capacity, fuel capacity, personnel. Oh, we're going with that one. Maneuverability and combat. Let's go with that one. Confirm. Press 5 to quick save and advance the tutorial. Okay. This is interesting. You've gained a level. You gain 1 skill point with each level up, and an additional point at the start of the campaign. You can also gain story points as you gain experience. These can be used to take exceptional actions to make your own story in a way. The tutorial will introduce using these a bit later. Skill points are used to learn skills. Skills are arranged in 4 aptitudes: combat, leadership, technical, number of tiers, advanced. Skills that affect your piloted ship, all combat skills, and a few other skills in the aptitudes can be made to lead at the cost of a story point. The maximum skill of yours is 15. Press C to open the character tab. Consider your options. You don't have to actually spend points now if you don't want to. I've already done that. Yep. Story points. Oh. Spend a story point to make elite. Oh, I see. Well, let's just make that elite. I don't really know. Yeah, confirm. I don't know what that does, really. 5 SU per second to top speed. So it just adds to the top speed. The zero flux speed boost is activated at any flux level as long as the ship is not generating flux or is venting overloaded. Okay. Shortly after dispatching the pirates, you receive a tight beam communication from the system's main inhabited world, Ankara. The message is brief and asks you to travel there and contact Station Commander Bray as soon as possible. It's laying a course for Ankara. You don't need to do this now to travel, but it helps keep track of where you're going and how long it'll take to get there. After dismissing this dialogue, press E to open the intel screen to view the details of the message you've just received. Select the message and click on the Show on Map button to open the map centered directly on Ankara. Then left-click and hold on the planet and select Lay in Course. from the menu that pops up. Alternatively, you can just right-click on Enkyra. You can also press Tab to open the map and locate Enkyra manually. Once you get to Enkyra, open the COM directory to contact Station Commander Bray. Okay, so E, and this one. Show on map, boop. And then didn't it say... do that, laying in a course for Enkyra. Okay. Oh, look at that. I didn't even... Intel. Okay, what did it say to do? Oh, we're already headed there. Oh. Enkyra's pretty far away. It takes a little while to get there at this rate. Continue. The sustained burn ability is useful for long distance travel. Activating it will briefly stop the fleet and reduce its acceleration to a minimum, but the maximum burn level will be much higher. A sustained burn can be interrupted by other fleets activating an interdiction pulse. Gained ability, sustained burn. Gained ability, interdiction pulse. Okay. Activate sustained burn to get to Enkyra more quickly. You can press and hold shift to speed up time. Activate the sustained burn. Oh, that's the 5 key? Oh. How do I remember that? You're coming up on an asteroid belt. If you go through at full speed, there's a chance your fleet may be knocked off course. Some of your ships might even suffer damage from asteroid impacts. A slow-moving fleet avoids this danger. Press and hold S to move slowly until you're through the asteroid belt. The danger is low, however, especially since the belt is thin and you're only going across it. So you could also get away with just going full speed. Well, then let's go full speed a little bit and then go slower. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that screenshot. Screenshot. That is gorgeous. So, it's very thin. Okay. Look at, there's a sideways mushroom and a sunflower coming up. Your fleet is getting closer to Enkyra, which is controlled by the Hegemony, a major militaristic faction in the sector. Oh. While in the Hegemony space, a fleet is required by law to identify itself by keeping its transponder turned on. Oh, really? Transponder. This is a view shared by most, though not all, major factions. Turning on the transponder makes your fleet highly visible, and everyone seeing it will know who you are, unlike that pirate fleet you fought earlier, which had to be very close to positively identify. Keeping your transponder on is a crippling disadvantage in hostile space, but as we're getting closer to port and we'd like to dock there, it's a good idea to turn it on. Gained ability, transponder. Oh, okay. Activate the transponder before getting close to Enkyra, both to avoid unwanted attention from trolls and to receive docking clearance. Since turning it on and off has major consequences, it requires a double tap to turn on or off. Once to prime, once more to confirm. Okay. Press 1 twice to turn on the transponder. Oh, I see. This is where my things are. Scavenge. Oh, wait. Okay. What was that? Enkyra relay. Cool. What's this? Scavenge. Interdiction pulse. Oh, okay, cool. Your fleet approaches Enkyra. Look at that beautiful, beautiful planet. Your fleet transmits identification codes via the transponder, and you are soon granted docking clearance. Open the COM directory, take a shuttle down to visit a dockside bar, trade goods or hire crew, buy or sell ships or refit, repair your ships at the dock guard, consider your military options, and leave. Open the COM directory. I think we're supposed to talk to Bray here. Zeus Bray, wow, okay. Dude looks serious. Your fleet approaches, establishing connection. You connect to the local comm directory and browse the public and otherwise known as transmit to comms systems. Your connection request is accepted surprisingly quickly, given that a citizen has many responsibilities. Ah, you've come. Excellent. As you're well aware recently, well, I suppose we can skip that part. I could use a refresher on recent events. Yeah, we all know the situation is less than ideal. Now where do I fit in? A team from the Galatia Academy has been running experiments on the dormant gate in this system, trying to connect it back to Domain's gate network. Promising experiments, or so they thought. Until an energy pulse we expected would get a response from the gate destabilized the jump points leading into the system, cutting us off from the rest of the sector. Oh, that's not good. I didn't know that you were connected to the rest of the sector. But it's rather like how the sector is cut off from the domain. Writ small. The stars have a sense of irony, do they not? Okay, whatever. The miners of Darinkuyu Station, which is also located in the system and is operating near the subsistence level, were hit the hardest. They turned to piracy, intercepting one of the last food shipments to come in, out of desperation, no doubt, but there were deaths, and they've put themselves well outside the law. Their leaders know that if the jump points are stabilized and the system is once again part of the sector, they can look forward to a life sentence at a penal colony at absolute best. Alright, now where do I fit in? The miners turned pirate are guarding the jump points, preventing us from gathering recent readings and coming up with a way to stabilize them. We do have a security detachment that could handle their forces, but they're tied up defending Ankara. The pirates are too much for you to take on, but fortunately you don't have to. We've got an agent on Darinkuyu Station who is able to gain access to recent sensor readings from the ships guarding the jump points, but they have not been able to get a long-range comm array to send the data to us. That's where you come in. Head to Darinkuyu and retrieve the data from our agent, then return here. Why me? What's in it for me? Aha, a mercenary. Some credits, naturally, with more along the way, and if all goes to plan, we'll be able to reconnect with the rest of the sectors, such as it is. What's the plan? First off, make sure to turn off your transponder once you undock. I've instructed the security detachment not to give you any trouble about that. If you're lucky, the pirates may even think you're one of their own and let you approach Darinkuyu without any trouble. Still, it makes sense to go dark as you get closer to make sure they can't get too good a reading on your fleet. You can also approach along the asteroid belt. That'll give you almost perfect cover as long as you're moving slowly. Go dark. And if they do notice me, then you're in trouble. Activate emergency burn to get out of there, lose them, and then come back around to try again. Don't e-burn unless you really need to, though. It's hard on the ships and will cost you more supplies to recover from. Eats up a good chunk of fuel, too. Gained ability emergency burn. Very well. Excellent. Thank you for being willing to help. Come back when you've got the data. Good luck. Cut the comm link. Take a shuttle down. Trade goods. What do we do with trade goods? Hire crew, buy or sell ships, or refit. Trade goods. In the cargo trade screen, you can left click it to pick up a stack, shift click to pick up items from a stack one at a time, shift click and hold and drag to pick up a specific quantity, control click to transfer an entire stack without picking it up. Now you can show that again. What are all these things? Supplies, fuel, crew. I have some of those. Heavy machinery. Is there any? That looks like a sewing machine. That looks like a sewing machine. What the? Heavy machinery. Okay. Metals. Okay, so what don't we have? We don't have luxury goods. We don't have domestic goods. We don't have any organics. We don't have any food. We don't have any food? So what did it say? Shift click? Let's spend 2,000 on food, why not? Tariffs, look at that. Okay. What are these? 6,000 per unit. Operations Center mod spec. Oh, you can buy more stuff. These are ships, aren't they? No? Autocannon, heavy mortar. Oh. Light mortar. Oh, these are all weapons. Hammer class torpedo. Light machine gun. Hammer class torpedo. Oh. That's cool. Storage. You can buy storage at this. Oh, that's cool. Black market. Interesting. Okay, do we want anything else? We have 10,000. We lost like 4 crew. So let's replace the 4. We can spend 1,000 on fuel. There we go. And then what's this? Supplies? Let's just get 5 in supply. 2 more. Round it up to 40. Confirm. I don't know what any of that does. We'll see what happens. Take goods, hire crew, buy or sell ships, refit, consider military options, leave. Okay, so transponder is 5, right? No. 6? No. Transponder is 1. Okay, so I can turn that off. And then where do we want to go? Let's go to, where did we say? E? Stabilize the jump points, sneak into... So how do I show that on map? Oh, show on map. There we go. So let's just right click to go there. And then here we go. Is that my fleet? That's so cool. They're just moving around. Okay. We're getting close. The pirate fleet maneuvers to prevent you from disengaging easily. It's aware of your identity due to your fleet's transponder being turned on. I turned it off before I left. Move in to engage. Let's just fight it out. Transfer command. Let's go to the heavy assault frigate, because the other one wasn't that maneuverable. Continue. No ships deployed. All. Deploy. High explosive 2. Okay, who's he fighting? Oh shoot, I took my shields down. Okay, I suck at this game. Are we trying to fire on these guys? Yeah. Uh-oh. We gonna kill these little guys or what? Run! This is clearly not what I should have done. Okay, that was still awesome. So am I this guy now? Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. Exit campaign. Okay. Alright, that was cool. That was cool. Let me go check the bread and I'll come back. What's going on there? I don't know. Oh, hey. Oh, did I get a raid? Whoa, Foaming Jetty. Hey, you're the dude that does the, I was watching you earlier. Sorry, I don't have 2 monitors anymore. Hey, thanks for the raid. How's everybody doing? I was playing Star Sector and I clearly suck. So look at this. Jade Paladin, Road Train, Maringana. Thanks for the raid. I'm going to do some programming, I swear I will. I'm making fresh bread. I got to go check on my bread. Let me see if what's up here. With I think the Space Gems game is loaded. I'll show you that real quick. Oh, I'm working on this. It's a space trader game. Not unlike Star Sector, but I see this is kind of like I'm working on these guys right now, which is why they're not moving in space. But these were supposed to be like planets that you approach, and then you hit the key to land on a planet, and you get the voxel world. And I was excited when I started, and I put in these little Minecraft-like houses things. And I don't know about the mechanics for this. I just got the worlds going, but I wanted to do some stuff like on the voxel worlds where you could do some trading. And I'm still working out the all the mechanics. I'm just getting started. So let's see that to go back. Okay, I'll be right back. This is just like a little asteroids kind of a thing that fires. I made that ship custom in the center based on the old Atari asteroids. Oh, since I'm not playing Star Sector, let me start some good music too. Because I like good stream music. I usually go with Nintendo Radio from Henrico Magnifico. Woo! There we go. Woo! Got some music. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to go check my bread. Yeah, I got 3 minutes to fresh bread. So what I was doing last night is, see these guys over here? These guys generate 2 different types. We got the spiky ones and then we got the spiral ones. And then what I wanted to do... Whoops, did I close it out all the way? I'm just coding in C++ with OpenGL, the OpenGL specs. So I'm basically doing everything from scratch. And here's what we did. We created this structure. And when I generate the moons, and I've been thinking about this at work tonight, so where am I at here? Where's the init data function real quick? I'm just thinking about bread. I gotta go get bread in just a second. It's gonna start beeping at me. So I populate the moon stuff with data right here. see what I've on my way to bed. Have a great night. Thanks, man. Thanks for the raid. That's awesome. So I can show off some of the stuff I've been working on. That's cool. So the planet here, planet size, next direction, that's the angle DT. Okay, so I did get everything ready. This is where I left off last night. I'm going to start here tonight. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get the bread out and then I'll come right back. Okay. Well, let's see. Before I continue to work, since I actually have an audience, which I'm not that used to, let me show off a little bit more. This is a shooter game that I'm getting ready to release. That was the Space Trader, this one's the Space Shooter. You can tell I like space. So kind of the same graphics, it's just that they do different things here. So this is the boss. That's kind of like a boss. These are all flowers. That's like a flower boss. Doesn't have any behavior or anything yet. I haven't put that in yet. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But these are really cool. This is just made with mathematics, and the shader code, which is really cool. So oh, sorry. Just did some free weights. So that's the shooter. I'm trying to get that up on Steam. It's quite a bit just to list even a small game up on Steam. It'll be my first game. Let's see, where was I at? So let's go here. Okay, so let's get back to working on this. So the Space Trader here. Well, let's see if anybody said anything. Hey, lurks in, watches on the side while desking meetings. Oh, meetings, huh? Cool. That's crazy. Oh, for me it's 2 in the morning. I just got off work at 11, a little after 11, so yeah. Came home and ate, watched a little bit of streams and stuff. By the way, if you guys are interested in really cool streams, I just found this guy. Mr. Wiggly is awesome. I watch him all the time. But I just found this guy. This guy is cool. If you want to go watch a stream, I'm not trying to turn you away from this one, but In-Game Asylum. This dude is just cool. And he plays games. Highly recommend him, and he's funnier than you know what. So I try to be fun and funny and stuff, but I'm just doing coding and stuff. But I like eye candy, so I try to put that out there as well. Anyways, just had to do a shout out for Mr. Wiggly and In-Game Asylum. Also Pirate Software, but he's not on right now. So. Okay, so the idea behind this was, instead of just statically drawing the moons, this will allow me to statically draw the moons and update them every frame. So the first thing to do to statically draw them with the new moon stuff instead of with the old, actually, okay, save last point between loops for calculating the next moon's position. Okay, so let me comment this as well as I go. I'm working on updating this. Okay, so the moon's center location. So it's actually right here. Because what I should do, sorry, I'm thinking in the background here too, because what I'm thinking I need to do, so when I create, yeah, because this plan pal center, that's the center of the planet that we're, and there's the index for it. So this can actually be done. Well, nothing in the moon stuff depends on that particular thing. In fact, it's the other way around. So I already have this copied. Let me look back at the game. Oh yeah, I can start. Okay, this is cool. Worked with moon stuff. Okay, copied from that. Set it up in init data function. Okay. Right, class planets 129 copied from 121. Okay, so now let's just go to up here. So the Space Shooter will be my first game release. First official game release on Steam. I've made games before, but we're talking a long time ago. I made a, hold your seats, I made a Space Trader. Way back in the time of bulletin board systems and modems and stuff, I had a door game. If anybody in chat remembers door games, that would be cool. You don't need to be funny to be successful on Twitch. Thank you, I will probably be wildly successful then. I can, however, barely hear you over the music. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I like to turn the music down in my own desktop audio. Boop, boop, boop. I'll just turn that down a little bit. Thank you. I can hear Breath of the Wild soundtrack. Yeah, it's actually Nintendo Radio from Henrico Magnifico, and it jumps all over the place, and it's pretty cool. Another one that I really like is this video game study lounge, where they take old, what is this one? Where they take old retro video games and they remix the soundtracks for them, and it's really cool. And they have a bunch of like lo-fi stuff, and it's all copyright free, so you can use it on stream. As soon as the ads are done. And this one's pretty cool too. I like these. Are you working with one screen or do you have multiple? I used to have two screens when I started streaming, but in a fluke accident, I broke one. Yes, it was not good. And it was the newest one that I broke, so I'm using an old monitor, which is a large TV screen right in front of me. It used to sit up on a dresser over to the left of me, and I would use my good screen. Oh no, streaming and developing with one stream. Sorry. Yeah, I am working full time though, as a security officer at a local casino, and as soon as I get enough money, I'm gonna probably invest in a second monitor because it just makes my life so much better. But yeah. Okay, so let's take a look here. So where were we at? And what was I going to record in the thing? So this here. Okay, well let's just... Let's go ahead and change it now, and then we will record whatever we do in the game dev log later. So plmn. I'm sorry, I'm just wrapping my mind around this because if I get rid of this, this is still going to work. This is going to be enough to make the whole moon everything. So, okay, let's do that. Alright, let's see. So if we take this out, populate vertex buffer for moon points. We don't need this anymore. Okay, let's actually comment this first. So this is the moon. Populate moon data. Okay, so the first one is an index into plan pal array for getting center. Okay, cool. And then the radius, that is the planet's size. I gotta go back to this meeting, so I gotta lurk. Have a good meeting. Appreciate the chat. I love talking to people. In the next direction, this is the angle. I know it's kind of obvious. Let's just say moon angle. Angle of the moon. That sounds better. Angle of the moon. That sounds like, I don't know, poetic. Okay, so this is angle dt of the moon. And then this is, this is going to be radius dt of the moon. Okay, so this is really cool. And basically, I know we have this stuff here. See, we have the center, we have the next direction, which is actually stored in the A. We have the planet's size, which is stored in the R. Center, next direction, size. So yeah, okay. So we don't need to do this the old way. Okay, Jeff, just get a little bit more confident with this. Let's try. I don't want to break it, but it's fine if we do. It's fine if we break it. I can't believe I just said that, but it is. That's true. That's all we do is break stuff, and then we fix it. So just chill, calm down. Okay, so what is this? Moon center location of the moon. Calculate moon center. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so and now we're using that index. Okay, that kind of scares me, but we can just recreate that in the update function. And I think we're writing the update function right now. So stay tuned and watch this. So instead of using the plan pal sub I, we're going to go plan pal sub. In this case, we could use I, but what we're going to do is, because I is the planet number. So using the plan pal I mean, that would work, but eventually when we do the update, we're not going to know what planet. Yeah, okay. So that's where we need to use that. Oops, did you just do what I think you did? What just happened? Oh, okay. It didn't uncopy enough. Moon stuff, planet index, boop bop beep. Okay, moon index. So basically when we do this, we're doing the moon index. Okay, I'm just freaking out about this, but okay, so this is a vector 2. Let's make this a little bit easier to read here, because I cannot read my own. Okay, so plan pal moon stuff, moon index, planet index. Dot center, there it is. Dot x. Okay, we're getting somewhere. All that just to get the x. Okay, all right, it's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So we're still working on the x. Shall we put the plus down here, and then right here we'll go cosine. Okay, so instead of next direction, and we're going to make it a little bit more complicated. But the reason we're doing this complicated is because we're not just going to do this here in the initialization. We're going to do this in the update function. In fact, we don't even need an initialization function now that I'm thinking about it. Planet size. Moon stuff, moon index R. Okay. And see, all we need to really worry about is, you know what we could do? We could store the RX and the RY, because that's a lot of division. We could store the RX and the RY and divide by 1920 and 1080p respectively. That's a good idea. Why don't we do that? Hold up, up. Because that's a lot of division. Generally you want to avoid division. This is going to be done a lot per frame. So we're going back. Last stream I put in the RX and the RY, then I got rid of it. Now we're putting it back. But we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. Can you tell I'm ultra caffeinated tonight? Part of my job is just to spend so much time walking the floor. It's really good exercise. But caffeine makes the time go by quick, and it makes your feet not worry about walking too much. Okay, so center x plus cosine of angle times moon stuff r. So now instead of dividing, we can just go rx. Because rx is, yeah, there we go. That's good. Good. And this was a division, so there was parentheses before. We don't need those. And stuff times that, comma. Okay, there's our x coordinate. There's the x coordinate. Are you happy now, Jeff? Yes, I'm halfway happy. Halfway. Isn't the music just kind of cool? So, what am I doing? I'm freaking out and not just going right. Let's just jump right into it since we can do this now. All we have to do is do exactly what we did before. Planet index dot center dot y plus, okay, next line, cosine, nope, we're just going to go the opposite. Moon index dot a, perfect, times cosine of moon angle. The angle is going to change. Otherwise, yeah, okay, all right, sorry. Never mind. I wasn't thinking a thing. Never mind. Pardon me. Okay, ry, that's it. I think we're good. We can go like... Whoops, what are we doing? Oh, it's the IntelliSense. I was like, why is that not behaving properly? And now I'm going like that. Okay, right. Right, there we go. Position, vector 2, semicolon, we're done. Clear. So let's put this back up here. That's still readable, right? And then if we want it to be even more readable, I suppose, let's go here. Okay, calculate the moon center. Okay. Actually, let's see if that works. They're not moving around with the, okay, I can change that. Let's see if this works, and then we'll go from there. It's generating the code. Okay, there we go. Looks like that worked. That's cool. Okay, so this is doing exactly the same thing. That's what we're going to do. So this is doing exactly the same thing. Okay, that's, okay, sorry. I just got excited. I just got excited. Okay, sorry. Checking my chat, see if anybody was saying something. Save last point between loops for calculating next moon's position. So this is good. Okay. Moon color. Okay. Oh, okay, so here's the difference between the initialization and the update. Okay, so the update, we're going to need this. And the update, we're going to, okay. Calculate moon center. This is where, okay, I'm just thinking. Last point, moon color, grid type size, all that stuff. So none of that stuff's going to matter, because that's all, okay, lines between planets and moons. Color, plan pal, I color. Okay, that's color. Spiral spiky. Okay, that's position 2. Okay, so right here, the position. Okay, last point. Okay, so here's the difference between the spikies and the spiral spikies and the So this one here, that J plus 1 is the initial one. So that's the center. So this one here is the spiky, okay? And this one here is the spiral. That wasn't very clear with the way with the way that I coded that previously. Now it is clear. Okay, and then this goes down here to that. Okay, we're good. All right. Let's see. So now what we want to do, this PM line index j times 2 plus 1 POS 2D equals the index. Are we going to leave that? Because that is just referencing what we've already set up. So each new one is set up with the moon stuff. And then this one isn't that for the line? The new one, yeah, that's for the line. That's for the spiral. Okay, so that's okay. That's what that's for. Yeah. So basically, what I'm doing here is initially I'm drawing a moon. I'm putting a moon down. And then I'm connecting, this is in a different, see, like this one's in PLMN, that's for just the moon. Okay, these are in PLMNL, which is the lines that I use to connect between the different moons and the guys and stuff, the planets. So now, is that it? Is that all I had to do? Calculate the moon center? In fact, that is all you had to do. So j plus 1, and then j plus 1, and j times 2 plus 1. Spiral, okay, so that's it. Chaff. I could have done this last night on stream. How many minutes are we up to? Oh, we're at an hour. Well, I was baking bread and I did some Star Sector. Okay. So this is really cool now. So did I already run this? I ran this and it works, right? I didn't break anything. I'm still shocked I didn't break anything. This is a phenomenal coding time right now. I can't believe it. Shoot it, get it, get it, get it. Okay, alright. So I didn't break it, that's awesome. I do have the sound bot. That's Richard Thornton's soundbot. Shout out to Richard. I'm sorry, but this is like way easier than I was thinking it was going to be last night when I ended the stream. I was just tired, I think. I was just tired. Okay, so I'm going to go get some bread and butter and jelly. Let's go down here. Let's go like this. Before I go get my bread and butter and jelly, I'll just say hi to anybody that comes in. Maybe I'll say BRB. That's not a B. And I can't do an R. Okay. Well, let's pretend we're just making a design. Nobody will notice. Chat, if you're lurking, don't tell anybody. I have to make a good impression on new people that come in. Don't tell him he was trying to spell, but then he got lost. He's terrible at Minecraft. And he's coding a 3D voxel thing. Alright, I think that looks kind of cool. Oh wait, maybe I could do BRB. Hold on. If I try to make a bee, I'm never going to actually go get bread. Wait, there's a bee. Alright, I was never there. Let's just say hi. Hi everybody. Okay. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere unless you want to. In that case, have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Okay. Shoot, just got the bread and the butter and jelly. So my neighbors, I live next door to a family fun center. I live next door to a family fun center, and as it happens, they are not used to. They're kind of new because they bought the place during the pandemic. They are not used to this area. I live a half a block from the ocean, and it's really super windy. And they're building a new lighthouse decor, part of the mini golf, and it's really taking a beating because they're not done. And I just heard, because it's 2, 3 in the morning, I just heard some stuff crash. I heard some stuff literally fall and crash, and it's like they're leaving their stuff out in the middle of a windstorm. Of course, nobody knows it's going to be a windstorm, really, I don't think. Maybe the weather forecast said it. But anyways, I'm going to chomp on some bread, so I'm going to mute my mic. Enjoy the music, and I will actually probably be doing some coding while this happens. So I hadn't thought this all the way through. Sorry, I just ate so much bread. That was so good. Update vertices for each moon and line connecting moons. Okay, so the R thing kind of worries me, but because we're still going to have to do all the divisions anyways. So what we might as well do yeah, let's just take out the RX and RY. We're not able to optimize that or whatever. So did we break anything? I don't think we broke anything. And then we're also going to need, for the angle, that's not going to be a problem. Excuse me. Pardon me. And then for the radius, we're also going to need another variable. We're going to need a radius max. So basically we're going to add the RDT every frame. So how many frames? For now, let's just go so our max is going to equal, when we initialize it, it's going to equal planet size plus, we want to do plus this, and then how many, like let's say 1 second. So that, and I know its order of operations is going to be fine this way, but let's just go 1 second is what I mean. So it'll go out for 1 second, come back 1 second. That'll be the maximum. And why do we have an RDT of negative? Because we wanted to start at a certain angle and go to 0, don't we? No, that'll work because it'll wherever it starts, whatever it's at, it'll just go down to 0, then it'll go back up to maximum, and then it'll go, okay, that's fine. So our max is there. We still haven't broken anything. Just adding a variable. Update position of each moon with AT and RT, R, okay. So if moon stuff dot I dot A, so first of all, if A is less than 0, or if moon stuff A is greater than 6.28. then we've reached the maximum angle and the minimum angle. So then we're just going to go moon stuff I dot a dt times equals -1. Moon stuff is less than, just do that. So then it's just the angle's going to be heading the other way. Oh wait, why do we want them to spin the other way? It doesn't really matter. We can randomly change them, but let's just not. Okay, hold on. So we don't really want to do that. Strike that, reverse it. That's a Willy Wonka reference. So if a is less than 0, then we'll just go... Sorry, we're changing it up. So if it's less than 0, we're just going to add 6.28. And then it'll just continue to go down. Okay, that's fine. If moon stuff sub I dot a is greater than 6.28, and we'll just go... There's probably a way to do that based on the sign of moon stuff ADT, but so that takes care of the angle. So the radius, though, if moon stuff I dot r is less than 0.01, see, this is 1 pixel. We just don't want the radius to ever go below a certain. Let's just say 0.1. Is that 10 pixels though? That's fine. We can be within 10 pixels of the center because the flowers are going to be large. So maybe we should even go 0.02 like that. So that's essentially 0. Essentially 0. And so now these we have to do moon stuff sub I dot r dt times equals -1. So that just changes the dt, and then we want to do this again. Okay, if moon stuff sub I dot r is greater than moon stuff sub I dot r max. So if it goes over the maximum, then what we want to do is same thing. Oh wait, same thing. There we go. So if it's less than that or greater than that, reverse it, add it, go back to the regular loop. Okay, and A is already taken care of. Okay, so update vertices for each moon and line. So now we've gone through this, and it's rotating the moons around. Okay, let's also go back up here, because what I took out was, we need to go back to, which one was it? 12? Class planets 121. Okay, let's load that up real quick. Now where that was in the update? Is this update right here? Yeah. Okay, so we need you back. And we need this one back. So I think we just need all of this back. Okay, none of this should break it. Update vertices for each moon and line. So let's just see if that at least restores what I think is the, as the ship moves around, those will move around. Can I have the mouse? Thank you. Here we go. Okay, so they're moving again. Everything's fine. See, they're moving as the ship moves. Okay. And now, when we add this in, update the vertices for each moon and light. This will be exciting. Hopefully this will work. This will be exciting. So really all we need to do now is for each moon index, we need to do moon stuff is already set here. Calculate moon center. Okay. Save the last point between loops. But now hold on just a minute. Let me think. So the lines are already in place. That's what's messing with my brain. But we're recreating them. So when we create them in here, we have the benefit of this loop. And the random is chosen right here. But what I did was I created a moon index so that we don't need to know what planet we're working with because the planet index is saved. So when we calculate the moon center, it's just based on this. And then when we calculate the rest of the lines and stuff is based on the first one. I still need to put this together in my brain because this is not moon index that we're using. It's PLMN index plus J plus 1. So how do I know what index? Actually, we just go through all of them. Hold on. I'm PLMN index plus J plus 1. The only ones that we're not updating are the planets. Wait, so how do I know? Oh, how do I know? I didn't think of that, did I? Because in this one, the way that we skip the planet is we just go into the next I loop. Oh. So the only way to do this then is to record the number of moons that each planet has. Alright. So planet, we can just put it in here. Center, color, velocity. This will work. So glue int number of moons. I'll just save it as we go. Because right here I can't reproduce this loop without knowing the number of moons, which initially is generating a random number and then going right into the loop. And that's how we build our moon index. Okay. Okay, so number of moons equals that, and then our moon index, no. So we're still on, so anytime after this, so then we just go, then we just, okay, suddenly my brain is thinking about this. Sounded weird, but that's what's happening. Number of moons. Suddenly my brain is thinking about this. That's just so funny sometimes when I say stupid stuff. Okay. So number of moons, and let's just, now we don't even need this variable. So let's just take that out. We don't even need it to be that variable. And then right here, we might as well just use this instead of that. Right, okay, alright. That was relatively painless. So now we can reproduce this loop. Okay, alright. So does that break it? Did I finish what I was doing? Am I still... Did we break it? We broke it. Hold on. Number of moons, undeclared identifier. Where at? Oh, right here. Okay, so hold on. Don't freak out. I'm freaking out. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. So planet pal I number of moons. Wait, so number of moons, then we go through here. And then what happens? PLM index. So that's, we can just use the same right here. It's just, okay, highlight that please. Thank you. So we can just put it here. Because we're still in the I loop, and that works. So now did we break it? Is it broken? Did we break it? Will it come back? Have we restored it? Is it working? Did it work? Is it... Okay. Everything looks kind of normal. Not gonna lie. Okay, cool. Alright, sorry about my singing. And I continue singing, so. So this is good. We're good. Alright, we're good. Everything's good. We're gonna just... So now when we do the update up here, hold on, go back up here. Okay, we got that. We got this. So right in here, update the vertices. Okay, just hold your brain. Hold my brain. Thoughts. So we want to copy the I loop. And we're going to delete a lot of this. Don't get upset. We don't need the recycle. That's for the stuff that we're not worrying about. Okay, we're going to put that I loop right in here. Wait, moon index? Oh, wait. No, the I loop goes outside of the moon index loop. So right there. Okay, everybody calm down. I'm freaking out. We copied a lot of code, that's fine. Let's just take deep breaths now and just slowly. Okay, so we can take out everything that's not related to position or that we've already generated. Okay, so next direction, radius, planet size, random color palette, boom, gone. Planet pal center, that's already calculated, we got it. Populate vertex and buffer arrays. Bwam, bwam, bwam. Bwam, bam, bam, ba, da, da, da. So the planet center moves there. And the planet center will get set right in there. Oh, I see. Okay, so the planet center gets moved, which does not affect the graphics. The moons, every one of them gets moved, which affects the graphics. And then the lines, every one of the lines gets moved, which affects the graphics. Okay. Now, this is just the stuff for the animation that I want, which will affect the angle and the radius of the moons. And then right here, so we don't need to do this. Populate the vertex. So we don't need to do this. Alright. Because that is just already updated. It's already updated. Because it doesn't move in this animation that we're doing. Okay, neither does color, neither does that. Save last planet center temporarily. I don't think we need that, but we might. Winding direction, I don't think we need that, and it's... No, that's only for generation. Spiral spiky, that's only for generation. Number of moons, we've already got that, so now we can go here. Okay, so we took all of that code out. Save last planet center temporarily. Do we need this? Let's see. Inside this loop, okay, spiral spiky. Excuse me. So this equals last point. Where are we actually updating the moons and stuff though? So now we're inside the moons. Spiral spiky. J equals 0. This is for generation though, so we're not interested in generating the lines again. So we don't need that, and we don't need the color. Okay, I'm letting go of this code. It's just, we already have a copy. Choose radius direction, smaller size, planet size, we don't need that. We don't need the winding direction. Whatever that is, we don't need it. Moon stuff is already calculated. In fact, moon stuff is what we need. We don't need any of that stuff. Okay, calculate moon center. There you go. That's all we need. Save the last point between loops for calculating the next moon's position. But that's not how we calculate the next moon's position, so we don't need last point. I don't think we need that. Let's just comment it out. And for now, let's just comment that out. Moon color, we don't need. Grid size type, we're not going to change. We don't need. Okay, here's the other important stuff. Line equals that. And this is based on... Oh, that's the line color. We don't need that. Spiral spiky. So, with, hold on. So the lines are actually going to be drawn. Here's the moon's center. Do I have to record whether the planet is a spiral or a spiky in order to do this? I think I do. And then I think we need last point too. But we don't need this last point. I think we need this last point. Because we'll have this, and then last point will be set. And then we need to know whether it's spiral or spiky when we are recreating it. We just need to know because each planet is spiral or spiky. Okay, hold on. So here's another. So is it a Boolean, I think? Spiral or spiky? I guess we're stuck with that. We can do that. That's the simplest way, I guess. So then when we are choosing whether it is spiral or spiky here, excuse me, so why don't we go like this? If random %2 equals 0, then plan pal sub I dot spiral spiky equals true. Else so that's how we'll tell. True or false. So then we have to be careful not to mess it up down here because is spiral spiky 0. But that won't matter as long as we're consistent with it. Okay, then we don't need that. And then if floopity floop, we'll just take this, put it right there. So if it's true, do that, otherwise do that. So then it'll be stored away as true or false. And then when we're up here and we're deciding, oh, can we just put it right in here too? Yes, plan, pal, spyro, spiky, there, and there. And so we'll just use this last point. We don't need this one. Wait, let's not delete it just yet. It gets set right there no matter what. Before we even reference it, it's set. So we never need the center saved right there. Save last planet center temporarily. See, we don't need to do that. I think I needed to do that in the other one for some reason, but we don't need to do it in this one at all. So does that do it? So PLMN, those all get updated, every single one. Plan pal number of moons. And it references the moon stuff, planet and shape. Spiral spiky. And this code works in the initialization, so I know it works. And then plan pal spiral spiky this or that. And then here. And it goes through that, which is the other stuff that's untouched. And then it comes down here, which is the stuff that gets fired upon, and then do that. Okay. Okay. Let's see what this does. Is it compiling? I can't. I'm closing my eyes every time I compile. I don't know if it's working or not. What's it doing? Oh, no. Oops. Last point, undeclared. Where at? Oh, up here? Wait, what? Is that in the function I just created? Is the update? Oh yeah, okay, so it's just, last point is a GLM vector 2. Since it's in another function, let's go last point 2. Just because I don't want any variable name mismatches. The Visual Studio has a glitch with sometimes, so. Oh, errors again. Errors again. Wait, where's that at? Where's that error at? Oh, I only used it once. We need it twice. So what's this one? This one's the... Oh, okay. If this... I don't think I'm doing this right. But let's see what happens. It's rendering. Nope. Yeah, I didn't think I was doing it right. Something, it's, because when I'm, okay. So up here, there's the M, N, right. So when we're doing the lines, we're not actually we're not doing it the way that we're not doing a line, we're actually doing just one. See right here we do the beginning of the line, and then we go through and do that. And then what's the error? Why is it an error though? Hello, are you a mod creator or one of those demigods that created Star Sector? I am neither. I'm actually just independent game dev who has not created his own first game yet, but I'm working on it. And I like Star Sector. I admired the programming, but I did not make that as well. I just played it, and I suck at it. PBJ Bread, what's up? How are you? I'm not having a good time coding right now, but it's gonna get great here shortly, hopefully. So what I'm only doing is drawing one point, and I'm not sure why the whole thing is crashing either, because it literally is crashing, which means I'm probably overriding an array. So L. Oh, wait, okay, hold on. This is the problem. So before I start, okay, that's the problem. I was overriding the array. I was exactly right, because these guys, okay. So I don't use those again in the original update, but I'm using them again in the new update. And they start out at 0, but I didn't reset them to 0. Ah, oh. Reset to 0. Oh. So we gotta do that. Let's set them to 0. Index equals 0. Come here. Give me a copy. Give me a copy. Copy, copy. Okay. And you guys go up here. Right before this loop actually is where we need it, where we need them. Okay. Reset indices to planets, or to, yeah, planets and moons and lines connecting. Okay, alright. So yeah, a mod creator. And my idea for my space trader is to have a 2D space where you fly around to planets and then land on 3D voxel worlds, just miniature little voxel worlds like the Minecraft, only not 3D voxel. It's just going to be a surface for now, until I figure out how to do the rest of the stuff in a way that's efficient and cool. So that'll reset those to 0. And then we also need to actually do both points of the line. We need to do both sides of the line. So the first part of the line, which one am I actually doing? So this one's spiral spiky. Excuse me. So what index? PM line index plus j times 2. Excuse me. PL. Oh, this is the second one because it's plus 1. Okay, so... And this one uses j plus 1 POS 2D, so that one's fine. And last point 2D, that one uses that, so that one's fine. So the second one... So what's the first one? Hold on. Right here. So the second one doesn't use it. Oh, that's why it uses the last point, because that's the center of the planet. So we do need the original last point. Perfect. Okay. All right. We don't need the color. All right, just copy that. Copy. So we need to save right up in here. Okay, hold on. I'm messing this up, but so we need last point and then plan pal center. Okay. Shoot. I'm freaking out right now. Just really quickly, I'll freak out, but then I'll recover. Hold on. Recovering slowly. Here. GLM vector 2 last point 2 equals, what does it equal? Okay, so here's the planets. Goes through. Here it is. It's just equal to that in the I loop. So where I just put that in the I loop right there. And that's fine. So last point 2 equals that. And then the first point in the line is right here. So it's either equal to last point or plan pal center, right? That's j times 2 dot POS2D. Okay, and that's the line. Calculate moon center. Save last point here, so last point changes. Okay, so if it's spiky, it uses the center of the planet, or if it's a spiral, it uses the new last point too. Okay, I think that works. I think. Okay. I was just checking to see if anybody typed anything. Is it gonna compile? Is it working? Did it crash? Is it? Oh, there was an error. Last point. Computer, that's not the point. That's not the point. Wait. Oh, it's oh, uh-oh. Son of a bean dip. Flapjacks and everything. PLMN index. POS2D. Hold on. I overrode an array somewhere. It's freaking out. It's completely freaking out. We might have to go into part 3. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this tonight. I am not sure. I am uncertain of the future of this endeavor at this moment tonight. Boop 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 beep boop 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 beep beep boop boop boop. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. It's actually crashing, so let me do this, because I think this stuff works. Everything, let me put in comments over the stuff that I just put in, and we'll comment that out. We'll narrow down the error, because we need to narrow down the error. Gosh darn it, we need to narrow down the error. So let's leave that in. Last point 2 equals that. I think that's fine. And this won't do anything. I don't think it'll do anything. Alright, freaking out. Is it going to compile and work? Nope. It's overrode. Okay, so... How could it be this? PLMN index. Oh. Actually, let's just take this all out then. Hold on. We're going to have lots of comments in here. Lots of comments. Let's just take this out, because that's the only thing I added in, right? So it should work. It won't crash. Oh, see? Okay, so we did break it. It's broken. I broke it. Oh, at least the firing. I could fire on those. Can I fire on these? Yeah. Oh, I'm hitting invisible stuff. They're all different kind of weird sizes. Yeah, so I've definitely got something going wrong. Alright, we broke it. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I broke it. Yes. Alright. Bum 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 bum. Oh, I know. I broke it. At this point, I can tell you we're going to end the stream here shortly. I'm going to work on this again tomorrow. I might have to start back all the way over from scratch again. I'm not sure. I think I have the right idea, but I think what I need to do is seek professional help. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let me just look here and see if something just shouts out at me, just like... Where did I go wrong? Initialize projectile weapon for the ship. Everything else was working. Well, relatively speaking. So anyways, yeah, this is game dev, folks. This is game dev. This is one of the low points. But There are many high points. It's just that low points must be reached at certain times to, yeah, moon index. Hold on, let me go back up through this again. Wait, if it's an area override, is it this stuff? You know, let's just leave that stuff in and take out the moon stuff too in the update function. Because, I mean, I'm not sure why it's not working, actually. Yeah, see, I really broke it. And I'm not sure why it's, well, that's kind of cool. I'm not sure why it's broken. Now it reset. So, how did I break this? Spiral spiky. Plan pal 30, number of moons. I don't think that matters though. Pretty sure it's not that area that I'm overriding. Okay, this is kind of a cool idea though. Like this, it's kind of a cool idea. I suck at it, but it'd still be kind of a cool idea. I like the little ones and the big ones in there. Okay, well at least we had that little bit of fun. So I added this and that, and I just, oh man. If I was a little bit better with Visual Studio, I could do some debugging and stuff, but I really am not that good at Visual Studio, believe it or not. Although I've been programming it all my life, pretty much. All my visuals, all my C++ coding life. Move asteroids, crystals, everything. Alright, I just... It's moments like these where I think, you know, I should probably look at Unity or Unreal Engine, maybe Godot. But you're going to have to get into code there too, so you're not going to get away from the code. But I know there's something simple that I'm missing. Shoot. Because we're not resetting the color, we're not resetting the grid size type. It's just this. I don't get it. Oh, it's moon index. Son of a bean dip. Hold up. Back up. Rewind. Start over. It's moon index. Hey everybody, guess what? It's moon index. One variable causes all this trouble. Okay. And it's all here, all of this, everything. Look at all this. So what I'm doing is inside of this middle loop, I'm incrementing moon index. But moon index is a global class variable. That's a big no-no. Anybody who's into programming C++ and is just like going to college and stuff, they're going to be like, yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. But I did. So basically all I have to do is come up here and just go moon index equals, oh wait, I better spell it right. Equals 0. So that resets it so that when it starts counting here. So now I'm not overwriting any arrays. Oh, it works. It's too fast, but it works. Cool. Let's slow it down just a bit. What do you think? Okay, we got it though. It looks psychedelic and weird and too fast to see what's going on. Hold on. We gotta find a Whew, I was about ready to give up, go home, call it. Let's see, divide by. So we could easily slow this down by a magnitude of 10. And same here. I think that's all we need to adjust. Still very, very fast. Wow. Wow. You saw it here first. Okay, now they look like rapidly moving sundials or something with time lapse. And these are changing. Okay, so the lines are not being... what's happening here is the lines are being drawn. Not actually sure. Interesting though, huh? Interesting. Let's slow it down again. I can't believe how much I have to slow these down. That's insane. I'm not seeing the RDT. And the angle's still going crazy. This is so weird. So with the radius, am I not adjusting the radius and then changing RDT? So in the update function, yeah, it's using the radius, right? So why don't they shrink and grow? That is a mystery. It is a mystery. Because I'm using the R variable right here. Pardon me. Ba, 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 ba. So I'm really not sure, but that was pretty cool. Okay, I don't know. I literally don't know, but see it again. Well, we definitely have... Excuse me. Definitely have the angle rotation going. But the radius... Oh, you know what? I bet they are, but maybe it's just going so slow, and maybe it's such a small amount that it's actually moving. Because the angle that's that it's moving at, the angle DT, is the only thing that's just out of control. And the angle DT is set once. Nope, actually it's set per moon, so hold on. Angle DT is that divided by that. RDT. I'm going to keep slowing that down. I know it's too much, but let's see. We'll just slow the angle way, way down. For some reason, the angle's just still... how can it be moving that fast? And I don't see any of the R's yet, so let's go... Let's just go out more. That's a lot, though. And go in one. Because I'm not seeing any of the R's. There they go. But not all of them, that's why. This is weird, kind of a psychedelic space. I kind of like it. It's not what I intended, but sometimes that's how you get some interesting stuff. Interesting. Alright, well it's not as broken as I thought. It's not crashing anymore. But it shows you the lesson of just one variable. See, are these guys growing and shrinking? It looks like they're maintaining a constant size. But these guys are growing and shrinking. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. I think the reason these guys are growing and shrinking is the angle of rotation, and then it's using the last ones as the reference to begin the lines. So they're not actually growing and shrinking the lines. Alright, well we have an interesting phenomenon. Let's just add to the game dev log, I guess. Let's just go up here. Craziness. Class planets 129.h updated. Update data function. Craziness was the result. Part 3 tomorrow. There we go. Alright. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, did it not work for you? Wait, is it? It's the, you got the wrong syntax. What's up, zombie? Alright. How you doing? Did you see any of this? Now you're getting it. How are you doing? This was kind of a long stream for me, but I kind of got really involved in it, so that's cool. It was really good. The coding session was good. Oh, welcome. Good to see you. I should really head to bed. I was supposed to get caught up on sleep, but I'm still wired out of my skull from caffeine. Which means maybe I won't use ChatGPT for completely solving this. Well, let's see. What's this one? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, my foot. Bum, 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 ba, bum. Oh. He got it. So let's just say R equals N, like that. So then don't you go integer N times integer R. It is. Dude. Same to you, dude. Look at that. Woohoo! Oh, dude. Great minds think alike. Okay, dude, I am tuckered out, and I'm happy to be tuckered out because I was trying to get caught up on my sleep last night, and I live next to a mini golf, and long story short, they built a new lighthouse decor right outside my condo window. So I'm hearing all this bang and everything, and it's actually a cool little lighthouse thing, but boy, they kept me awake. They started at 8 in the morning, which for me is the middle of the night. Because if I go to sleep like in the next hour, that's like, most people go to sleep at like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. So that's like somebody out there at 1, 2 in the morning. Bam, bam, working on a lighthouse. So, but that's cool. They get a little lighthouse thing. And then, of course, it's a windstorm tonight. They didn't finish. And I heard slamming, like stuff fell down. So there's like a windstorm, and the lighthouse that they're not even finished with, like, fell down and stuff. So, all right. Hey, I found a really cool channel. I'm going to raid that guy. He's really cool. Where's he at? It's called In-Game Asylum, this guy. Have you ever seen this guy? He's really cool. So let me see if I can go to his channel first, and then we'll do the raid. Let's end the music and the clash. Thanks for the clash, too. Glad to see you, man. Let's see, let's go to the channel. Then we will start the raid, and we'll send over the lurkers. Thanks for lurking, tuning in, everybody. Thanks, Zombie. Nice to catch you here. What, 4 in the morning? Ready to raid. Let's see. And let's raid with the few that we got. We'll head on over as soon as I stop my stream.